Hello there. Today I want to dive into a topic that hits close to home for many of us struggling with stunted hair growth. These things I want to share with you are simply habits that I cultivated within a short time that transformed my hair game. Basically skyrocketed my hair game because the progress was like 10 over 10 versus 0. 10 over 10 now versus 0 in the past. I know many of us started off on the wrong foot with our hair journey, and we see hair creators with waist-length hair that claim they've grown it for only like 5 years, some even 4. It doesn't matter, okay? We are going to meet up. We're going to meet up with them. Or it's not even a competition, but we're going to meet up. It's never too late to start your hair journey. So don't be moved by those things, okay? Here, this is just like a simple, a little motivation for you that you're not late. In 1 year, we can retain all the length of the previous years of no retention, just by doing the right thing, pressing the right buttons. Just like my Bible tells me that all the years that the cankerworm has eaten will be restored, and it's okay to make mistakes. In my space, we don't judge anyone. We don't judge anyone's mistakes or mock anyone. We're all in this journey together. So let's get started. First things first, I had to change my hairstyling habits. I used to love braiding my hair close to my scalp. I'm sure I've said this before. I always loved that slick, that shiny look, but as it turns out, those tight hairstyles were pulling on my edges and causing massive thinning. It was clear that I needed to take a break. I needed to just break this cycle and find a healthier alternative. You know the common notion that natural hair can't grow, you have to relax it, if not it will never be long and things like that. In fact, I've just heard a lot of things and I don't even need to talk about that too much because you've probably heard that countless times, but let me tell you, it's all a myth. With consistent care, this our hair can thrive beyond our expectations. I don't even need to stress on this. Just surf through the white space, you see many coily hair naturals with waist length and tailbone length hair. That's enough proof that our hair can grow and retain as much length as possible. I stopped touching my hair. Please stop touching your hair. All this, I don't know what they call it. I feel it's some kind of addiction. That innate desire to always want to just touch your hair, to just scratch something and feel something in the front or at the back or pull on your hair. I don't know how, but you just have to stop that habit because it's doing more harm than good. It may look like it's not a big deal, but when you start seeing the changes that will come to you when you stop it, you will know how serious a deal it is. So definitely stop touching your hair. The need for frequent measurements, you always want to measure your hair, you want to touch, you want to style it like this. Let your hair rest. Let your hair rest. Your hair needs the rest. I started protective styling my hair. I usually protective styled in the past. I put in mini braids, mini twists. I'm not saying your hair can't grow without protective styling, don't get me wrong, but this is just something I saw the need to do because I wanted my hair to rest and I wanted to be able to do other things while my hair was in its protective style. So that was definitely something I did. And mini braids was the protective style for me that changed the game. For some others, it's mini twists that's their go-to protective style. But give your hair a break. I don't know if this is really a habit, but yes, give your hair a break. The third habit I started doing was moisturizing my hair in protective styles. Guys, I didn't used to moisturize my hair and I didn't see growth. I didn't see length retention. You know, our hair can actually grow easy for the first 1 year after a big chop or probably 2 years. But after that, it needs extra care. It needs an extra something. And that something is moisturizing. That something is moisture. You need to care for your hair while it's in whatever protective style you have it in. I use this LCO method, the liquid, cream, and oil method. Next habit I stopped was combing. Yes, I stopped using combs. I stopped using brushes. I switched from combing to finger detangling. I started using my fingers to detangle my hair, and it looked like something that would be impossible at first because I just felt it wasn't doing the work for me. It wasn't doing the job as much as I wanted it to, but I was retaining length, so I didn't care. I did not care, guys. Finger detangling can definitely change this hair game for you. That's a habit I want you to start. I don't know if it's a habit or it's a culture. So let's just call it a culture. Let's just call it a practice. So start finger detangling, because with finger detangling there will be no more tugging at your hair strands. You'll be able to carefully look at your hair closely you'll be able to see those split ends or those possible split ends and prevent them from even happening. So this will mean less breakage and more length retention. I started protecting my hair while sleeping. In fact, I just created a whole nighttime routine for my hair, something I didn't do before. So I started doing that. I started using satin pillowcase, and this stopped friction on my 4C hair. Friction leads to unnecessary breakage, guys. I know breakage is pretty normal, but when it becomes too much, it's not normal. And there's what we call unnecessary breakage, like breakage that is not even supposed to happen, but because of your lackadaisical attitude, you just let it go and it just happens. So we want to stop all that unnecessary breakage, because breakage will make it look like you're not retaining any length at all. It will look like your hair is not even growing. So this simple change, this nighttime routine, this nighttime change changed my hair game. It transformed my hair game. The next thing, gentle protective style takedown. Come on, guys, stop doing that aggressive takedown. You have to be extra careful when taking down your protective style. How you handle this takedown process will determine whether you're going to retain that new growth. Be gentle, take your time, use your fingers to avoid any unnecessary damage, and be patient. Another habit I cultivated was consistency. Consistency is a habit. I see it as a habit. It's not an easy habit to cultivate, but it is possible. It doesn't matter whether your routine is as simple as water and grease. Once you are consistent, you are basically training your hair for length retention. Consistency should not be overlooked. You need that consistency. There's this popular saying that little drops of water make a river or an ocean, whichever one it's called. I underestimate the power of consistency a lot. It doesn't matter how simple your routine is, be consistent with it. Create one and be consistent with it. The next habit, I stopped this habit. I didn't cultivate, I stopped, was daily washing. You want to stop that. Every 2 days you're washing your hair. Every 3 days, probably every week, you're washing your hair. Well, if your hair is 4C like my own, you don't need that too. You do not need the frequent wash days. Definitely wash your hair. Probably stretch it to like every 3 weeks or monthly. The wash should be every 2 weeks. That's the closest interval you should have with your wash days if you are type 4 or 4C hair. So definitely stretch your wash days, because stretching your wash days will allow your scalp to produce its own oils. You know, your scalp has oils. You have sebum that your hair needs. So your scalp has oils, and stretching your wash days will enable your scalp to produce that sebum to distribute down your hair shaft. If you're worried about build-up and dandruff, you can use Ayurveda oils. I have many oils that I recommend, especially rosemary oil. Rosemary oil keeps your scalp clean for even 2 weeks straight. Once you just dilute it with the carrier oil, you're good to go. So these habits I just shared have truly transformed my hair journey, and I truly hope they do the same for you. Remember, nobody's growth is stunted by genetics, please, except in a rare case of underlying medical conditions, which shouldn't be genetics, but that's like a rare case. All hair is good hair, and with proper hair care, all hair will grow. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more insights on hair care and growth. I will love to hear your experiences and your questions. So be sure to comment down below and do like this video. Bye.